ต้อนรับทุกท่านกลับเข้าสู่ TMA Sustainability Forum 2020 Creating a Resilient City ค่ะซึ่งตอนนี้นะคะเราได้เดินทางมาถึงช่วงสุดท้ายของวันกับ 2 ชั่วโมงเต็มค่ะในหัวข้อ The Agent of Change ค่ะและสำหรับการสัมมนาในช่วงนี้นะคะจะแบ่งเป็น 3 หัวข้อย่อยด้วยกันค่ะประกอบไปด้วยหัวข้อที่ 1 นะคะ Next Generation Voice หัวข้อที่ 2 Driving Resilience through Social Media และหัวข้อสุดท้ายค่ะ Technology and Innovation to Enhance Sustainability ค่ะ
ค่ะแล้วก็ในแต่ละหัวข้อเนี่ยก็น่าสนใจมากๆเลยนะคะแล้วเพื่อไม่ให้เป็นการเสียเวลาค่ะเรามาเริ่มกันที่หัวข้อแรกกันเลยค่ะโดยจะขอแนะนำเป็นภาษาอังกฤษนะคะเนื่องจากสปีกเกอร์ของเราเนี่ยเป็นชาวต่างชาติค่ะ In this session we'll focus on the key areas to concern about solving climate change and pollution change for the corporates to take action on this problem under the topic the agent of change next generation voice. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Miko Aliño, Program Coordinator Asia Pacific Region of GAIA or Global Alliance for Incinerator Alternatives. Please welcome.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Miko Aliño. I'm from Gaia, the Global Alliance for Incinerator Alternatives, and a core member of Break Free from Plastic, a global movement that demands a plastic-free world. And this afternoon, I'll be presenting one of the exercises or activities that Gaia and the Break Free from Plastic movement does to demand more accountability from businesses, especially those producing so much problematic plastic packaging. On behalf of Gaia and BFFP, I'd like to acknowledge and we're grateful to the Thailand Management Association for giving us this opportunity to present this project. So let's move on. My organization is a worldwide alliance of more than 800 grassroots groups, NGOs and individuals spanning 90 countries. And we provide support to these members or organizations so that we can achieve a pollution-free and zero-waste world. And this project, the brand audits, is in collaboration with Break Free from Plastic. It's a global movement envisioning a future free from plastic pollution. And currently, it's almost composed of almost 3,000 groups and individuals that in a way became part of this movement to demand massive reductions in single-use plastics and to push for lasting solutions to the plastic pollution crisis. And just to show you where Gaia is located, so we are part of this global movement. In Thailand, actually, we have 3 members, Ecological Alert and Recovery, or EARTH, Greenpeace Thailand, and Health System Research Institute. And this afternoon, I'd like to show you that at least every September, we've seen a lot of groups or individuals. Maybe you've been part of these exercises that does cleanups every year, every September, as part of this International Coastal Cleanup Day, in a way to at least provide that support to Mother Nature or the environment. But as part of Gaia, as part of Break Free from Plastic, we know that cleanups are not enough, and we want to, in a way, add another layer to these cleanups by making businesses more accountable or more responsible to their plastic pollution. And our goals for this exercises, we've been doing this for the past 2 years, and we have 3 goals. First, you'd like to shift the narrative. Oftentimes, we see the picture that maybe you've seen it in a American or US slogan, "Keep America Beautiful." And this slogan is trying to portray that consumers like us, individuals like us, are responsible for our own waste. So you've seen a lot of campaigns focusing on anti-littering drives. But the picture here, it's not complete. The responsibility of just putting our waste in the trash bin or putting it in the right container is not enough. And actually knowing it where it ends up gives us makes more sense, or provides a bigger picture of our whole plastic problem or whole waste problem. And you've seen in a lot of reports that such types of waste end up in other countries, in the ocean, in the environment, or millions of kilometers away from our homes, especially when our countries ship out waste for quote-unquote recycling. Second, we would like to hold companies accountable to plastic pollution. Oftentimes, we've seen individuals being blamed for being undisciplined or lacks some awareness in terms of the plastic problem or the waste problem. But in countries like the Philippines, Thailand, and in our region, we do have poor infrastructure or facilities that can process this problematic types of waste. And currently, we don't have the technology or the capacity to handle this. And we've seen several reports or even complaints from cities or local governments that spend a lot of money in the World Bank waste, what the waste report 2.0, as much as 20% of local government budgets in some areas, they spend it on just collecting waste or managing solid waste. And right now, the burden is on local governments and individuals. So with that, we'd like to build and mobilize individuals, groups to build a global movement and shift this narrative and make other stakeholders, especially businesses, more accountable or responsible for these types of pollution. And the process or the exercises involves three phases. First, we do cleanups in beaches, in communities, in schools, and other community institutions. We try to record the data. So we have on our mobile phones, there are apps or printed out forms where you can put down data, how much waste you're collecting, what are the brands that are keep popping up in this waste streams. And then third is to collect or submit the data, which everything is collated from different parts of the world. And in this campaign, Break Free from Plastic and Gaia are demanding plastic polluters to we have our own 3 Rs, and these 3 Rs is first reveal. So we demand companies to provide how much plastic are they really producing. So at least to provide that sense of how much waste is being generated, at least at the start of production. Second is to reduce their total plastic footprint. Of course, we've seen a lot of companies that already made some commitments, but hopefully they will push through with these commitments to actually phase out these types of problematic packaging and actually shift to reusable, refillable, and other deliverable alternative delivery systems. And I've mentioned earlier, we've been doing this for the past 2 years. And in 2018, more than 10,000 volunteers participated in this effort. And we were able to gather around 170,000 pieces of plastic waste. And in this effort, the branded companies, the multinational companies came out on top as part of this list of plastic polluters. And in 2019, more people joined. Actually, it's 7 times more people or volunteers participated in last year's effort. And then we've seen the same culprits in this reports. We've revealed that at least the top 10 companies, multinational companies, we'd like to hold them accountable for the plastic waste that we see in our communities, in our beaches, in our oceans, and in our community institutions. And this year, even though there's people are struggling with COVID-19 pandemic, there are a number of organizations have in a way committed also to take part of this, including Trash Hero Thailand here in Bangkok. But yeah, hopefully we will able to see if there's some difference in terms of the mix of plastic polluters that are found in these communities. And at least in the past 2 surveys or past 2 brand audits, we've seen the same companies. Actually, Coca-Cola, Nestle, and PepsiCo figured in the top 3 lists or rankings for both 2018 and 2019 reports. And hopefully we'll see some maybe changes in 2020. So we'll see later this year. And part of this audits is really to show or demand accountability from companies. So these are some screen caps from Coca-Cola, from news about, well, in a way they tried to do some recycling efforts, but on the other hand, these are in a way considered Band-Aid solutions. We still hope that they can provide more meaningful efforts or initiatives to drastically reduce the amount of plastic waste used in their labels and other products. In the website of Break Free from Plastic, so if you type in breakfreefromplastic.org, you can access what we call the Brand Audit Toolkit. You'll see the different information on how to do the audits on your own or you're part of their community. And the forms or the methodology looks like this. So the toolkit provides forms that you can actually print out. There are guides for groups or individuals who'd like to try these audits on how to do it. There are also versions that you can use using your phones. You just need to download an app. Okay, so in case you're interested in participating in these exercises, in these brand audits, you can visit breakfreefromplastic.org/brand audit toolkit for more information on how to do this. In Thailand, the Thailand chapter of Trash Hero is very much involved in this exercises, especially this year. I believe last year they had the most number of volunteers that participated, and yeah, hopefully we'll say goodbye to these annual cleanups and make businesses more accountable and hopefully push forward a major reduction on plastic packaging. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Aliño, for sharing us a very interesting talk about how to manage plastic in business world. ค่ะ และต่อไปค่ะเป็นหัวข้อ
ค่ะต่อไปนะคะเราจะเป็นหัวข้อที่ทุกท่านน่าจะสนใจเป็นอย่างยิ่งค่ะเพราะว่าวันนี้นะคะเรามีหลายหัวข้อที่มีวิทยากรที่มีความรู้ความเชี่ยวชาญนะคะได้เข้ามาร่วมแชร์ประสบการณ์ใช่ไหมคะคุณอนิชา
ใช่ค่ะแต่ว่าก่อนที่เราจะไปชมช่วงต่อไปกันเนี่ยตอนนี้ขอพักเบรกกันสักครู่เดียวค่ะ